Mary and Jesus goes to Egypt, okay, and he comes back, and let's see what Jesus does. Because so far that's all we know at the age of 12, right? And he comes back in his 30s, and now he baptizes his cousin John, the son of Elizabeth, and Elizabeth happens to have a story almost like Sarah did, if you really looked at it in the book of Genesis. I'm just saying there's a lot of familiar stories. Okay? The book that you worship, okay? Now, Jesus hasn't done anything yet except baptize John, and he has brought back a message from Kemet like no other, and the Roman government is not having it. So now he got the cops on his back, okay? Jesus got the cops on his back. He got the politicians on his back. He got neighborhood watch on his back, okay? So he got to be very careful. And after he baptizes John, he ends up initiating a couple of guys, which is his 12 disciples. He initiates them, and they make their pledges to be like, okay, this is our secret society. Study this philosophy, this new teaching that you're bringing, which is going to uproot the current system that we're living under. Now remember, Herod was looking for him while he was 2 years old, but he escaped, okay? But now he's in his 30s, and Herod has died, okay? Herod's gone right now. So he's back though. Okay, but now Caesar is in play. Caesar is in play at this time. Okay? Jesus, this Jehovah's son, he was no punk now. He was no punk at all, but he brought a serious message which threatened them so bad that, like I said, he was on the run every day. Just like the other prophets of Jehovah. Why is it that all of the prophets of Jehovah got to run? With the exception of maybe Elijah, okay, he got caught up in a whirlwind or something like that. And they say Enoch got caught up in a whirlwind somewhere. So that's 2. And I think Elisha, was Elijah's student, got caught up in a whirlwind. Okay, something to that effect. That's 3. But all of the rest of his prophets, I tell you, they've been on the line of fire like a motherfucker. And I tell you, damn, why are they so in trouble? Why are they so in trouble fucking with Jehovah? Why are they so much in trouble fucking with Jehovah? And they get killed. But this is the same God that you worship, that enslaved you, that enchained you, that fucked you up. You know what I'm saying? That took all your shit in the Bible. But we're going to make it real in a minute, okay? Because all this shit in the Bible is really not true, but it's true, depending upon your openness of mind and really your consciousness. But anyway, right, this Jesus guy, right, that we know is fictitious, but we're going to make it real in a minute, right? With this story, he goes on his business of, taking care of his father's business. He baptizes John. He got disciples with him. The cops are on his ass. They ended up slicing some dude ear off and shit. Peter sliced the dude off. Jesus tells him, go get the sword, go get the money, aka purse. Go get the purse so we can go purchase us some swords. We need some armed protection because people fucking with us. They after us because of the message that we bring in, okay? But at this time, he's got power through word. He got power through, okay, but yet still he ain't got no army yet, right? He spreaded the message. He raised Lazarus from the dead. He turned water into wine. Got rid of some demons and ran into a pig or something like that, right? Okay, now we're going to stop right there. Now, what else did he do? What else did he do? He just kept bringing the message. But what else did he do that made him so great? I mean, what do you even come into play at? I mean, he even told you don't to worship him. He said worship Jehovah. He said worship the Father. He said worship the Father, and the Father is God, and God is Jehovah, right? So why aren't you worshiping Jehovah? I'm just saying. But what has, Jesus versus Jehovah? And I'm going to get to it in a minute. We're almost there. Now, this Jesus guy, when he gets crucified and staked upon this cross, okay? And the Romans like, well, asking the Jews like, well, what do you want us to do with him? Well, he's Jewish and this and that and this and that. So they ended up, they crucified my man. They stuck a spear in him and shit like that. He bleeding, okay? And he couldn't even save himself. His dad didn't even come and save him, Jehovah. Now, he said he was taking care of his dad's business, okay? With this new train of thought, and he was very educated. And what I just get out of the story, which anybody should get out of the story if they really look at it for what it is versus being what is told, okay? That Jesus got set up by his dad, okay? And his dad left him. Now, if you say that, well, his dad didn't leave him, and on the third day he resurrected, well, if he resurrected on the third day, well, what happened with all of his disciples? What happened with all of his disciples? Why didn't he come rescue them? They were in prison. Some were beheaded, got their heads chopped off, beaten, starved to death, crucified upside down. None of the disciples' fate was good at all. Not at all. Even John was beheaded. John the Baptist was beheaded. They chopped his fucking head off, okay? And that was Jesus' cousin. Now tell me why Jesus didn't save John. And John was in jail. Why didn't Jehovah save his nephew? Why didn't that God save his own nephew? Now, if he abandons his own nephew and his own son, because Jesus said, oh God, why did thou forsake me? Why hast thou forsaken me? My cup is running over. Help me. Please dial 911. From the looks of it, Jehovah said, fuck you, dude, and left his ass. Same way he left his nephew, fucked up, and the same way he has left you, fucked up. Think about that. This God enchained you, enslaved you, imprisoned you, and then send you some called backup, okay, with some words. With some words, but he left you one word. He left you a couple of things, but most importantly, he left you some instructions. And those instructions was this. He said, follow thy commandment, follow the Father's commandment, follow thy Lord's commandments, follow the 10 commandments. But you say you don't follow the Old Testament. But Jesus told you to follow them because he followed them. But you don't follow them. So who told you don't have to follow them? I'm just saying to my Christian family. Who said that you're not supposed to subscribe to them? If you're fictitious, Jesus said subscribe to them. And if he didn't save his 12 disciples after he got resurrected, what do you think he's going to do for you? When his Father has already enslaved you, his Father has cursed you from day one. So how is he going to overthrow his dad? His dad just sent him on a mission and then left him out there to dry, to die. What else did Jesus do? What was his school of thought? Like I said, for 21 years he disappeared. He went to Kemet and learned, I'm sure, some of the Egyptian mysteries. I'm sure he was taught by priests. But he was a man because his father, Jehovah, is a man. But his father happens to be a man of war. So, what peace are you going to have? I mean, and he showed you he's a man of war. Not only is he a man of war, he's a slave master because he imprisoned you. And still say, how dare you don't worship me? How silly can you be, black man? How silly can you be, black Christian? I mean, like, for real. Straight up. That's just real talk. I gave you the information, black and white. It's in a crash course version, but you get it straight cut, shortened, and it's just straight to the point. So you answer those questions for me. I mean, you actually worship a white Jewish God whose name is Jehovah. And he told you how he felt about you So maybe you'll think about that. And if you liked anything that I've said, or like I say anything that I said made a light bulb go off in your head, or made you like, subscribe to the button. I would love to get your feedback, what you think, and hopefully you learn something, because I'm always trying to give something away. But like I say, only you can save yourself, because he didn't even save himself. Okay? You, black man, black woman, is that Jesus. And as you can see, you are still the most wanted in America. Okay? So you think about that. Like I say, press that subscribe button, and if you have any comments, feedback, let me know.